Hello and welcome. Today I'll be reviewing I Care Alot, written and directed by J.Blakeson. Now, with this film, we are in shark-infested waters. It's despicable. It's not necessarily challenging, but the subject matter is so despicable and so spiteful that that in itself is hard to watch and to fulfill the runtime. You know, you do enjoy it, but it's like you're making yourself enjoy like villains constantly corrupting, old age pensioners. So that in itself is touchy subject matter. But you know, I'm selfishly glad to see Rosamund Pike as the leading lady in a role that's so devilish, and mostly because of her. It's in line with her portrayal of a character in 2014's Gone Girl. Now, from there, I just wanted to see her delve into that sort of portrayal of the character a little bit more. Not to overdo it, but she was perfect in that, and in this one, she does the same sort of villainous edge to her, which worked for me certainly. She radiates power, manipulative control, this animalistic hunger that it's like a breeding ground for all these despicable human beings. Her facial expressions were really unique and subtle and told its own story in the subtext of the film. Even her aesthetic in the first half of the film was very, it matched the room, as you could say. Yeah, like I said, it's a cruel film. It's anger inducing. It's sick and twisted. Although, with all of that being said, it's something that you can stick your teeth into and grin and bear. But it does lose sight of all of that in the second half. You lose sight of what really matters in the film once it deviates and goes off the rails. Before I talk about the second half a little bit more, I want to say Peter Dinklage, he chooses roles that bring out this methodical, edgy side to him. And I enjoyed his performance, and his cadence was really something to behold. Now, to the second half, it really lost me. It had some silly events, really silly events, that, when you do this in a film, you lose the magic of what you've been watching, and anything you built up to then you've lost. You can't regard it as this amazing film anymore. That's obviously arguable. The film's tone changes for the worse, certainly. It breezed past a few plot points that could have been interesting, and that just makes them forgettable, right? Some lines were cheesy, borderline ridiculous. Diane West, she's a great actress herself, as the elderly victim, was really special in this film. She was a real highlight. She delivered some really killer lines in a sort of subdued way. It was entertaining, but the writing let it down. Character dynamics and tonal change. That's fundamentally what let it down. But take a look yourself. I Care a Lot.